happy Monday, mathematicians. So this is our second week in Module 5. So we're on Lesson 6 today. So hopefully you're all caught up. And let's get started. So last week we did this dot activity with 6 and 7. So you got it. Next would be 8. So let's go through and figure out how we would make 8 on here. So remember, everyone might see things a little bit differently, and that's okay. Some are a little bit more obvious, some are a little bit more abstract, but you decide. So, okay, here's our first one. Look at this picture. Now, I told you that all of the flashcards I'm going to hold up are all the total of 8. So you don't have to focus on the counting part of it right now. I want you to really focus on how you see this to make 8. Do you see 4 and 4 make 8? Do you see 8 and 0 make 8? Do you see 4 on this side, 4 on this side? What do you see? To me, it's very clear. 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. 4 plus 4 makes 8. Okay, let's look at the next flashcard. Okay, so how would you break this into parts to make 8? This one's tricky. This one is tricky. So I think what I'm leaning towards in my mind is maybe the top part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the top 5, and the bottom row of 3. 5 and 3 makes 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Okay, how about this one? Okay, so this one to me, and remember it can be any direction, the value doesn't change. This one to me is very obvious. 4 and 4 makes 8. Okay, and then this one also is divided pretty clearly because they're spaced out so far. We have 4 here and we have 4 here. 4 and 4 makes 8. So we've done that one a few times. I have a couple more here. Oh, here's one more like this. So this one looks like a goal post, right? For field goals in football maybe. So for this one I see something different. What do you see? Think about it and figure out, what do you see? How would you make 8 with this picture? So in my mind, in my opinion, I would take this one by itself. So 1 and 7 makes 8. Or 7 on top, 1 on the bottom equals 8. 7 plus 1 equals 8. Okay, and I have a couple in the clear casing so that we could circle them. So what do we see here? Yep, this one's pretty clear because there's a big division in it. So I'm going to circle the 6 and I'm going to circle the 2. 6 plus 2 equals 8, or 6 and 2 equals 8, or you can do it the opposite way. 2 and 6 equals 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Back and forth. And then the last one. This one's pretty clear too. It's got a big space dividing them. So we got 5 and 3. 5 and 3 equals 8, or 3 plus 5 equals 8. So great job breaking those scrambled up 8s into different parts, right? All we're doing, we practice 6 parts, we practice 7 parts. Today we practice 8 parts. Who thinks we're gonna maybe practice 9 parts this week also? Probably. Building our parts just makes us faster and stronger at our math problems. Okay, next activity. This is very similar to what we do every morning when we're doing the tally mark chart. So Friday was the 141st day. Monday, today, is the 142nd day. So what I did was I took one of our bundles out. So remember, a bundle is a group of 10. This is 10 ones. And then I have a bunch of loose straws. These are all ones, like in our ones pocket. This would be from our tens pocket, and this would be from our ones pocket. And this is, when we say 10, this is the 10, and then these are the second numbers, or 10 ones, and then the next part. So let's just practice our say 10 counting with straws as a clue. So 10, 1. What's 10, 1? 11. So 10 and 1 make 11. 10, 2, 12. 10, 3, 13. 10, 4, 14. 10, 5, 15. 10, 6, 16. 10, 7, 17. 10, 8, 18, 10, 9, 19. So that's where I wanted to stop because that is the last number before we go into what? It'd be 2 groups of 10. So if I had 10 here, we'd have 2 10s. Right, perfect. Okay, now it's time for our word problem. So hopefully you have a piece of paper and a writing utensil or a whiteboard like Miss Tracy and a whiteboard pen. So today's word problem, there are 18 kids playing, 18 students playing. Some of them are boys and some of them are girls. They're out on the field playing together, and there's 10 girls and 8 boys. So how I'm going to draw this picture is I'm going to draw a girl on this side. And remember, it's just a quick-ishly drawing. So there's my girl, and now I'm going to draw a boy over here. Give him curly hair. Now, I have some girls and I have some boys playing. So I have 10 girls. So I'm going to draw 10 circles now to represent all the girls. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 girls are playing on the yard. Now I told you how many we had in total. Does anybody remember? Yeah, it was 18. 18 kids were playing all together. So I have 10. So how many boys were playing? Right? We got to figure out the number of boys. So 10, I can shortcut it because I already did 10 girls. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So if you don't know what that is, let's count it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 girls, 8 boys. So 10 and 8 must equal 18. Now we've done this in number bonds all last week. We can do this in an adding problem. 18 equals 10 girls plus 8 boys, right? So now the next thing I want to show you is we can even connect this with cubes. So I have 2 cubes. I'll use the green cubes to represent the girls and the white cubes to represent the boys. So if you put them together, it's a really big cube stick, right? So let's start by making our stick to represent the girls. So how many cubes should I have on this tower? The same number to match the girls, 10. So let's check that Miss Tracy has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this stick represents the girls. 10 girls are playing outside on the field, just the same as these 10 circles do. Now let's make a tower to represent the boys. Now the boys we figured out only have 8. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one represents the boys, this one represents the girls, like this. Now, if I want to double check what they are together, I can make one big tower. And then I could count all the way up, if I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I could learn that 10 and 8 makes 18. 10 and 8 makes 18, just like 18 equals 10 plus 8. Here's our number bond, 10 and 8 are the parts. The total is, the whole is 18. Now, going forward the next few days, we're going to be working on these sort of different kind of flashcards. And it actually, I'll leave this up, is let's put it right here so you can see it. It's it looks like a kind of funny 10, right? So it's a 10, it just has a big space in the middle. So this 10 is the same as a 10 stick. It's the same as a bundle of 10 straws. This represents the number 10. That's how we write 10, 1, 0. Now, we're gonna hide that 0 with an 8. Watch me do this. So here's an 8. This 8 could represent the boys playing, right? This 10 can represent the girls playing. So this 8 comes and covers up that 0. It hides the 0. We didn't go down to only having one girl, right? We still have 10 girls. That 0 is just hidden with the 8 boys. So 10 girls and 8 boys makes this number, 18. That's how we build our numbers up in our teens, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. These second numbers are really just hiding the 0 in 10. And that's the same pattern for 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all of them. It always is hiding a 0. So we have our 10, and our 8 is hiding the 0 to make 18. So I'm going to show you all the flashcards just so we can practice this idea of the 0 and the 10 being hidden. So here's our 10 card again. And I have all different numbers, right? 1 through 9 to hide. Because if we go past 9, this would turn to a 2 for 20. But we're not going there yet. We're still learning the basics of hiding zeros. So for example, if I took this, if we had our 10 stick, right? But this time we only have, our second part is 3 maybe. So we have a 10 stick and a 3 stick. How would we write that number? Well, we have our 10. And we're going to hide that 0 with a 3. Now, if we have 10 and let's say 5, maybe 10 girls and 5 boys now. We're going to hide that 0 with a 5. It makes 15. Okay, let's make up another story. Miss Tracy went to the donut shop. She got 16 donuts. 10 of them are glazed. 6 of them are sprinkles. How many donuts does Miss Tracy have all together? I have 10 glazed, 6 sprinkles. So that 6 is going to hide the 0 and make the number 16. Awesome. Let's try another story. So we did 13, we did 15, we did 18. Let's try this one. Now, Miss Tracy went to the farm and there was 11 cows. 10 cows were black and white. 1 cow was brown. But how many cows were there all together? 10 black and white cows, 1 brown cow. This 1 hides the 0, and we know it made 11 cows. The 10 black and white and the 1 brown makes 11. Okay. Our next number, we got 10 and 4. 4 is going to hide that 0. It makes 14. Now we have 7 and 10. The 7 is going to hide that 0 to make the number 17. Remember, when we write all our teen numbers, the 1 is always in the front. That 1 is representing 10. The 0 is just hidden. Okay? Now we got 9, hide the 0. What's that make? 19. Okay, and the last one, I don't think we did this one. 2, hiding 0, makes the number 12. So we're definitely going to practice this idea of hiding the 0 and 10 and building our teen numbers throughout the week. It's pretty tricky. It's a tricky concept, I think. So now let's just do our problem set, and we'll be done with Monday's math lesson. So get out your problem set workbook. Today's page 87. Make sure you're on the right lesson. Lesson 6, problem set. Kindergarten Module 5, that's what the K5 stands for. And page 87, and it looks like this. Okay, so it says, write and draw the number. And then it says use hide 0 cards to help you. We just practiced the hide 0 cards right now. That's when we were hiding the 0. So here we go. I'll put this up here. So the first one is actually already done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, just like it says. And then we have 1, 2, 3, just like it says. 10 and 3 together makes 13. So that example is already done. So let's do the next one. We have 10, so we need to fill it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? These ones match. 10, 10. Now these ones need a match. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 5. Now what's that number make all together? So we have 1 for the 10 and 5 for the 15. Now remember that 5 is just hiding the 0. Hiding the 0. If you want to see me do it with the cards, here's our 10 for the first column. And then our second column is getting the 5. And then what we do is we just cover up that 0, and it made the number 15. So then you do that for 10, 8, and then you do that for 10, 6. Page 2. Page 2 says, draw the number shown on the hide 0 card with a drawing in the 10 frame. Write the number below after the 0 is hidden. Show the number again on the right side with a count of 10 ones and 4 ones. So you have to look down here for our information. It's 10, 4. So then you're going to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now over here, you can be creative. You can do any sort of drawing you want. Maybe you want to do 10 hearts and 4 hearts, or 10 happy faces and 4 happy faces, 10 stars and 4 stars, 10 trees and 4 trees. Whatever you want. It just has to be the total of 10, 4, 10, 4. Even you could draw straws like we did earlier in the lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straws. 1, 2, 3, 4 straws. Okay? Now don't forget to write the number down below. 14. And you're hiding the 0, just like I showed you here. For 10, 5, 10, 4 is hiding the 0. Okay, and then there's one more challenge page. That's exactly the same as the first page. Exactly the same. 10, 2, 10, 7, 10, 9, 10, 4. All of them the same. This is the same exact thing that we did on the first page. 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 8, 10, 6. So this should be really easy for you guys to do. I think it will be lickety split. Okay, bye guys. See you tomorrow for math.